Welcome back to Moby's Kitchen, and today we're going to be making some grilled chicken sandwiches. My daughter loves these, and we're going to kick it up a little notch here, and I'll show you how we're going to do it. Here's our ingredients today. Let's start here in the front. We've got some chicken breasts that have been marinating overnight in pickle juice. So we just took some pickle juice out of a jar and marinated them. This is, I guess, a Chick-fil-A secret. I've never done it this way, so we're gonna see if this helps tenderize it. I'm sure it does, because it's kind of like brining a turkey in a sense, and it breaks down all those proteins and it makes the chicken more tender. Here's our other ingredients. We've got some provolone cheese, some iceberg lettuce, some brioche buns, avocado oil, my chicken mixture, which is basically Kinder salt, pepper, garlic blend with paprika added. We have some pickle chips, some Frank's red hot wing sauce. This is the hot buffalo kind. If you don't like it this hot, you can do, the original stuff that's less hot. Some mayonnaise. We have a red onion, some lemon, and a little bit of butter. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna make our sauce for the chicken sandwich. We're gonna start with probably about, I don't know, half to 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. All right, we're only making like 3 of these tonight, so we're gonna do maybe a tablespoon of the Frank's Red Hot, little squeeze of lemon, not much, just maybe about a teaspoon of lemon here, a little freshness. And then we're gonna take our chicken seasoning and put just a little bit in there, maybe a half a teaspoon of that. All right, let's stir this up. Make sure it's well incorporated. I'll be right back with you. Okay, this is what your sauce should look like when it's done. It's kind of a light pink color. We're gonna cover this and put it in the fridge. It'll probably be in the fridge for about 15-20 minutes before we make our actual sandwiches, so it should be good. Okay, so we've got our chicken out of our pickle juice brine. I'm cooking 3 sandwiches today, but I'm gonna show you how to do this on one. So we're gonna wanna take some paper towels and just dab off all the extra moisture on both sides. Make sure the board's dry too. All right. Okay, then you're gonna wanna take a Ziploc bag or some cellophane or whatever to cover this, because we're gonna pound this one out with our meat hammer. And I'll put a link to this meat hammer. This is a new one. I finally got a new one. I love the weight of this, and it works really well. So what you're trying to do is just get a nice even thickness so the chicken cooks even. You don't want a big thick piece on one side and a real thin piece on the other. So we're gonna start on the thick side, start in the middle, and just kind of pound out to the edges. And I'll show you once we get this all done and flattened out. Okay, as you can see, we've got nice, even, uniform thickness here. Now this is a big chicken breast here, so here's what we could do. We're gonna cook them like this, and then if we feel like we wanna cut these in half to fit them better on the bun, or if we just want some hangover coming off the side of the bun, it looks kind of nice, maybe we'll do that. We'll decide at the time. But as you can see, this will cook much more even now. You won't have like a real dry side and a real juicy side because we've got it evened out. Okay, once you've got all your chicken kind of evened out here, pounded out so they're all even, we're gonna add a little bit of avocado oil. Just rub it in. We're gonna add the chicken seasoning. You can do whatever seasoning you like here. You could go Cajun, you could go just salt and pepper, however simple you want it. I found this works really well on chicken, this mix. Kind of pat it in, flip it over, repeat. A little bit of avocado oil, more seasoning, and repeat this process with each one of your chicken breasts. You could use chicken thighs here too if you prefer. I'm using this just to be a little bit healthier. There you go. It's that simple. Get them all seasoned up and we'll see you out at the grill. Okay, let's get our lettuce ready to go. I'm just gonna cut a chunk of this off, and then I'm just gonna kind of pull it apart. We're not gonna go shredded this time. Just gonna pull it into some separate pieces here, and then it's ready to go. It's as simple as that. Okay, so we've got the outer layer of our onion peeled off. We're gonna cut these into kind of thicker chunks here, little circles. And we're gonna grill these right on the grill. We're gonna put these, so we're gonna add a little bit of avocado oil on these. All right, you just a little sprinkle avocado oil, just kind of rub them in. You want to try to keep them intact here, so kind of share the oil there. So get these kind of lightly coated with the avocado oil, and they're ready to go. Okay, so I've got our butter. We did about a tablespoon and a half of butter melted in the microwave. This might be the first time I've used the microwave on the channel. I'm not a big microwave guy, but it's easier to spread on here when it's melted. So we're just gonna lightly brush some melted butter on each bun. We're only gonna be kind of toasting or grilling the open side here. Don't need a lot. And now, I guess I kind of jumped the gun earlier. Now we're gonna see you out at the grill on the next scene. Okay, we're gonna start by grilling our chicken here. We've got a preheated grill on medium heat. You wanna make sure you preheat this for at least 5 minutes. Kind of lay them at an angle. I've got my little, I'm just using my little sidekick grill here, so you gotta be space conscious here. Get them all laid out. We're gonna lid up, and we're gonna not touch these. We're gonna make sure they're laying flat so we get some nice grill marks on them. Don't touch them for a good 3 or 4 minutes here on one side. Okay, so we're gonna throw our onions on here too in some of these empty spots. Get those going as well. And we'll be right back with you. Well, it looks like somebody got into the pool. It's getting hot out here, and she's all wet as we came out here. That's the fun part about having a golden retriever, but we're just letting our chicken cook and hanging out with the dog. Okay, so it's been on here for about 4 minutes or so on the medium heat. We flipped our onions. We're just gonna keep doing that till we get a nice little char on those. It's time to flip our chicken for the first time. You can see we got some nice grill marks on it. That's what we're looking for. There we go. And then let's check out these. Keep these flipping. Got to be very careful with the onions so they don't come apart. They're a lot easier to deal with when they stay. All right, another 3 minutes and we'll check them again. Okay, our onions have a nice char. This is kind of what I'm looking for here. They're kind of blackened on the outside, but you can see they want to just fall apart. So I'm going to get them off now. And that's okay. They're actually going to, I'm going to kind of cut them apart when we put them on the sandwich. So it's okay if they kind of fall apart on you. Perfect. They smell delicious. Okay, we're gonna flip our chicken again. It's been about 3 minutes on this side, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn these in kind of a different direction so we get some cross pattern. And continue cooking. These are almost done. If you don't have a Thermapen or some kind of thermometer, instant read thermometer, you should get one of these. They're not too crazy expensive. I can put a link in the description. Let's check right now and see where we're at. 158, 159. So these are pretty much done. You want to cook your chicken to 165 internal, but I like to take them off at about 160 and let them rest, and they'll continue cooking. So we're probably going to get these off right now, actually. I don't want to overcook them and have them dry out. So let's take this chicken off, and we'll get our buns on here. We're going to lower our heat down to kind of a medium low and get the buns on there with the butter. I'm going to put them cut side down. These are going to take probably about 1 minute, if that. They're going to be right where we want them. So watch them closely because they will burn. I don't like stuff that's like over toasted too crazy. There you go. We got some grill marks on it. That's all you need there. So these are good. Okay, while this chicken rests and there's heat coming off of this, we're going to set our cheese on here and just let that kind of naturally melt. Okay, it's time to assemble our chicken sandwich. So we've got our grilled buns here. We're gonna start with some of our sauce on the bottom. Don't be shy, this stuff's so good. Okay, then Kimber's crying out there because she's ready to come in, but we gotta dry her off from the pool. Then we're gonna put our pickles down. Why not put a fifth one in there, huh? Then our lettuce. Right. Then we're gonna put this whole thing on there. Why not go big, right? See if we can get it balanced on there. You can see that cheese melted nice. We're gonna take some of these grilled onions, kind of separate them out. Get those on there. All right, and then I'm gonna top it with a little bit more sauce, just kind of drizzle it over. And our top bun. Now that is a chicken sandwich. We've got to get a picture of this and we'll be right back with you for our taste test. Okay, it's taste test time. I can't wait. I'm gonna cut this in half so we can see what it kind of looks like cross-section wise. I usually don't cut my burgers or sandwiches in half. I want to see what this looks like inside. I think it'll be easier to take a bite. Oh, look at that. The sauce. You got those onions. Delicious. All right, let's see if I can hold this together. That chicken is so good. Can't get enough of that. We got to finish this video so I can get back to eating. You can taste that sauce is perfect with that Frank's Red Hot. It's got kick in the back of your throat there. The crunch of the lettuce, those sort of charred onions. The chicken is just juicy like crazy. It's got to be from that brine. That I'm going to start brining my chicken breast when I make chicken sandwiches in that pickle juice from now on. Thank you guys for stopping by Moby's Kitchen. I'm going to get back to eating this. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come on over. We've got lots of great recipes coming your way. I'm going to keep eating, Bobby. Make this one.